Hi, I'm Scott Anderson, NE1RD. PART was the first club that I joined after being licensed in 2002, so this club will always have a special place in my heart. I remember getting hands-on help and plenty of good advice when I was learning the ropes. I hope this helps some of you. Worked All States, WAS for short, means getting a confirmation QSL from each of the 50 states. I recently did that on FT8, a digital mode, in under a month. Here's the story. First, I like Stargate. Really, I promise this is relevant. There's lots of ways you can get a Worked All States. There's an award for mixed, meaning you talked with all 50 states, but not necessarily using one mode. You can also get Worked All States for each of the modes. There's an award for single band and 5-band Worked All States. That is 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10. Lots of different ways and lots of combinations. But they all involve getting 50 states. You can do it in a day. People do it. You work a contest like the North American QSO Party or the ARRL Sweepstakes, even CQ's WPX contest. State and regional QSO parties can also get you close quickly. There's the 7-area QSO Party that has most of the West Coast on it, New England QSO Party, and so on. You can also just get on the air and beg. This was a long time ago, but I heard a fellow on the bands wanting to do Worked All States in a weekend. He was basically begging people to help him drum up new states for him. I believe he did it. He had lots of people helping, and it was fun for everybody. My goal for this started with I already had completed Worked All States for phone for my new home in Pelham. I was one state short of Worked All States CW, and that was the state of Nevada. And I had almost no digital QSOs in my log, and so I was starting from scratch. I had 0 on FT8, and I was looking to complete FT8 for Worked All States digital. So this is that story. Back to Stargate. The thing about FT8 is it's like watching paint dry, and I get bored easily. So I set it up so I could watch Stargate SG-1 while I operated. I could keep an eye on things in the window while my show played, and over the next few slides, watch my progress both collecting states and racking up episodes of Stargate SG-1. You can do digital Worked All States in any of the digital modes, but I decided I'd do it entirely in FT8. Now, you're welcome to make another choice, but here was my approach using FT8. I just called CQ. I mean, occasionally I'd go bop somebody specific, but for the most part I just sat there and called CQ on FT8. I also had checked the first call button, meaning let the software just pick one of the first people who calls me and just work them. Don't be selective. Just work people, and eventually they will come to you. That was my theory. Now this is going to take time, so you just have to let it. And you can watch TV or read a book while the computer continues to churn with the radio, but you do need to stay alert enough to get the software unstuck if it needs a nudge. Now, this is an important point. You'll get frustrated if you're only chasing one thing at a time. If you're on the air, look for states and countries and prefixes and even counties if that's what you're into, but don't only look for one thing like states, because when you hit a dry spell, you're going to be miserable. So don't just chase awards one at a time. I was at the time trying to collect prefixes from Asia and Oceania while working the Worked All States stuff. I was also collecting DXCC and digital QSLs and, of course, the states. This requires a little bit of mental toughness. Don't panic. Collecting new ones is easy at first, but it does get harder as you go, as fewer and fewer new states are on your list. It gets really slow near the end, and this is completely natural and normal, so expect dry spells and don't panic. Now, I began on day 1, August 29th, 2020. You can see the progress I made in my first session. I got 7 states in 8 hours. I made it about 1/3 of the way through Season 3 of Stargate. Not a bad beginning. Now, note that when I look at days, I'm doing UTC, so late nights count for the next day here in New England. All right, day 2, I netted 6 more states in just 3 hours. I show the new ones in red, and the old ones are blackened, nice and bold. So California is bold and black, which means I've got that in Arizona. I'm sorry, in Arkansas, next to it is light, so we haven't picked that one up yet. I missed a day in this month-long journey. This was the day, Monday, August 31st. Didn't do anything. Now comes the marathon. Just an hour on Tuesday and no states, but as I said, I was chasing more than just states. I may have gotten a new country or zone or prefix or something on FT8 during this session. 5 hours in 10 states, this was probably my best day. Just for hours worked in states 1. 4 more states on Thursday, and I'm closing in on the end of season 3. I've got a lot of states already, you can see. Big effort on Friday, 10 hours, 125 QSOs, 8 states. You can see the matrix filling in. 3 more states on Saturday, and I am about 2/3 of the way through season 4 of Stargate. 4 more states Sunday, I'm into season 5 of Stargate SG-1 already. Spending a lot of time in front of the computer. Big effort on Labor Day, 15 hours, 144 QSOs, I got 3 states. But I got lots of other stuff I needed for other awards, so it was a good day, and I'm almost up to season 6 of Stargate. Picked up Connecticut. Now I just need 4 states, 43 QSOs in 4 hours, pretty good rate. I also finished season 5, so now I just need 4 states, 4 states. Picked up South Dakota. Just 3 now, Alaska, Hawaii, and Vermont. Another 3 hours on Thursday, September 10th. Remember when I said there'd be dry spells? Here's the start of mine. Now remember, I need 3 states. This day, 3 hours, 52 QSOs, nothing. 2.5 hours, 40 QSOs, nothing. Another 3.5 hours, no states, on the Saturday the 12th. Sunday the 13th, I've now gone a whole weekend. No states, still need 3. Well into season 7 of Stargate now. Watching a lot of TV, not getting a lot of states. 2 more hours, 23 QSOs, no states. This is the 5th day in a row. 6th day in a row, another 2 hours, 29 QSOs, nothing. I was chasing other awards, so it wasn't a complete loss. I was picking up stuff I needed for other things, but no states. 3.5 hours, 30 QSOs, no states. I've been now dry on states for a week. Thursday, still nothing. I'm into season 8 of Stargate. 11.5 hours, 119 QSOs, still no states. Nope. Saturday's a nope. At last. Alaska and Hawaii both appear on Sunday afternoon. I work a few of them, a few of both just to be sure, and now I am short 1 state. I'm also well into season 8 of Stargate SG-1. Now with 1 state to go, Vermont, this is not cheating. I did a sked. I contacted a fellow who's active in FT8 in Vermont, and I said, can you just get on the air and meet me and work me on FT8. I worked him on CW just to be sure. He uploaded the confirmation a couple of days later, and I've got all 50 states. So here's the totals, just to give you some idea what went into this. 116 hours in front of the radio, 50 states, 1,338 QSOs. Like I said, some of those QSOs helped other award chasing. 24 straight days. I missed 1 in that. And I completed 6 seasons of Stargate SG-1. So, just as a reminder, I said all I needed was Nevada, get worked all states CW, so I worked a few in the Nevada QSO party, and I finished that award also. With worked all states phone, CW, and digital, I was now eligible for the ARRL Triple Play Award, and that was issued on August 12th. I also got an FT8 endorsement since I did all of my digital stuff in one mode. That's how you do it. That's one way anyway. That's what I did. Thank you, and 7-3, I'll take any questions you have.